All right, I'm going to go live for a bit here or until Pam comes in. She had planned to go live tonight, and it's a quarter after, so I'm just going to sit here and see if anybody else is bored. Eat my banana. See what's going on. Let's see, we usually talk about the weather, and it is right about freezing outside. It's going to be 23 or so in the morning. So a good night to bundle up, stay cold. Hey Craig, hope you're doing good. How's Belinda doing? Hope things are starting to settle down for you all. Doing good? Awesome. That's good to hear. Good to hear. Good. Great, great. But Pam was going to be on. She asked Blackie if he was going to go tonight or if she should go. Or no, she said she was going to go if he didn't, and he said no, he wasn't going to, basically. So she said she was going to take a nap, and then she would set up the link for the stream later. Hey, Sam. Just telling what I know about Pam and Blackie going tonight. So I'm guessing she's overslept. I don't see her online. So getting rest is more important than streaming anyway. But I thought I would come on for just a moment and say hi. Maybe she'll still come on. Worm, I'm trying to eat a banana. Trying to eat a banana. Need a snack. Don't you know? I was going to wait and tell Pam about what I was messaging you about last night. I am a snack. After I stopped talking to you last night in Messenger, Sam, I realized that you had no idea, no clue what I was talking about. But I had forgotten that you weren't in the conversation. It was just Pam and Ed and I Friday night. And while we were waiting for Susie to come in and before I went live, I know, well, this is what it was based on. It'll make sense now. And especially since there's no one in here. Probably won't get... Hey, Andy. Haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you. How are things going at the shop? Anyway, I was asking Ed how he was doing because, you know, he's sick. Then I asked Pam how her leg was, and she talked about that, and she said she was just ready to cut it off or something like that. And I said, then you could be in Stunt Magazine. It smells like fish. And so I had to explain what I meant. Years ago when I was like 28, 29, 30, when I lived in Florida, some of us were out walking around the neighborhood, and I lived in an area that had it was called 5 Points. I lived in Riverside, so it was just a half a mile walk down. And there was an old-fashioned newsstand, and you could actually go in. It was, you know, like a 12 by 24 or something. Back in the back of it, it had the pornographic magazines and so forth. And this is before computers, of course. The land before computers. And Stump magazine, Hand to God, was one of the magazines. it was up on the wall so that, kids couldn't reach it. And they had binders on them so you couldn't flip through them. But it was basically a porno magazine about people that were missing limbs or part of a limb. And so, of course, that, didn't leave a whole lot to the imagination about what that might be about. So I explained that to Pam and Ed, but then the guy I sent you the picture of, that I said that just proves that TikTok's listening, because, you're flipping through, or if you don't know, they have their own category on Pornhub. I wouldn't know about that, but I see you do. But that's what it was about. That guy got recommended to me and was live, and I'm like, oh my God, so they're listening just like all the other apps too. And he had gone into that battle, was doing the battle with the 3 girls. Apparently he's very popular, and I did finally get a picture. It's one of his legs, I guess his right leg, and it's above the knee, aka above the knee amputation. And I finally did get a quick screenshot of it when he was laughing and leaned back, so I'll send you that. The Chinese government's listening. Well, I know they want to know all about our porn preferences and all that, national security stuff. Listening always. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. But that just proved it. And so then anyway, I sent a picture of the guy to Sam, and he was modding some other channel at the time, so he couldn't really talk. And I said, this just proves. And then I was going to go back and send him one of the guy with the stunt, but he had gone into a 4-picture screen, and you couldn't really see his stump. So, and Sam was probably like, what the hell? Because he was saying all kinds of weird things to me. And I finally figured out after we stopped talking that he didn't know what I was talking about. So that's why it was so weird. I had a buddy that was below the knee certification. Did he have a prosthetic? It's one of the things that crosses my mind occasionally. I know with the diabetes, and so far my feet are in good shape, but I do have circulation problems with my legs and a lot of neuropathy. And of course I'm 68 in 2 days now. So that would be something I'd have to think long and hard. Yeah, banana time, almost over. Hard and long about. I'm using a speech to type and it hates me. Hey Coral, what's up? I'm reading the chat and not talking, I just realized. But Pam hasn't gone live, has she, since I've been on here? Because if she does, I'll stop and go back over there. I've never had gout, but I'm surprised because I've been on high protein diets lots of times to lose weight. Somehow I managed not to. Yeah. I've had, back in the day, people in the hospital with it so bad. It's also called the rich man's disease. People eat a lot of steaks and so forth. Usually they have gout. Not always. Pippy, Kaka, 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 Kaka. Howdy. Welcome. Thinking about moving. What do you think of egg-eating snakes? What do I think of them? I think they're pretty cool. The only issue with them is that you do have to have the eggs and you do have to have the correct size eggs. But I think they're really cool snakes, the way they look and their size and the care and all that for them. Hey, Sandy. Just filling in for Pam. I think she probably took a nap and still napping. I've done that a couple of times when I'm supposed to be live streaming or supposed to be on here. My new snake, you know, I had a snake a week ago coming from Nevada, and it literally cooked in the box. It was MBK, Mexican Black King snake. And of course I did an unboxing video. Oh my God, I hate to even, I'm not clicking on that. I'm not clicking on that. I know what your foolishness is like. What is it, a stump porn site? I bet it is. Anyway, it shipped again this evening and it's on the way. It hadn't made it to Nashville or Chattanooga yet. And I hope that it gets here early because I have to leave about 11:15 to take Yazi for his eye appointment. They had to cancel it last week because the vet was out with her baby sick, and I wanted the same vet to keep seeing him, so I opted to reschedule it. His eye looks real good, but he still has to have pressures and stuff done. So I'm hoping it doesn't arrive while I'm there, but she did put a heat pack in it, and she did what I told her. I told her to wrap the heat packs in newspaper, or well, she said she put it inside of a paper bag. Oh yeah, that's one of my freshwater tanks, and got one here that's saltwater. Got a snake here. There she is. Got a chug there. It's literally a zoo. Literally a zoo. I know that Sam saw, but maybe some of you didn't. I did a thing yesterday, I guess. I got 3 new baby albino pacu, like that one there. That one's either 14 or 14 and a half inches. I can't tell all lengths. Anyway, I actually haven't even looked in there since I came home from the Ark this evening, and I don't see them, but they were in there this morning. So, how does the care of aquarium compare? Aquariums, if you do it right, really take care of them. Aquariums take a lot more time. And in general are more expensive. Reptiles are just like fish. You can get cheap ones or you can get more expensive ones, but you're not doing water changes. You know, at the most with a snake, it's going to poop every couple of weeks. Some of them don't even go that often, and you can just pick it out of the substrate, keeping their water fresh. So that's every couple of days I fill those. I just think the first link of yours in the link tree, so when they go, it just brings up your section of the link tree. I see. Thank you. Worm, what are you trying to do? She's always trying to find a different way to sit or to, and the way she's sitting now, yeah, if I let go of her, she'll fall. So I have to hold the camera with one hand. bigger animals tend to change the atmosphere differently than the small ones. Had never thought about that. When you say the atmosphere, what do you mean? The waste from them, or she's happy now. She's on the same level that I'm on. Yeah. I hadn't thought about it. Of course, that makes me wonder, well, what about there are 50 billion cockroaches in the world? How does that compare to... Sandy said hi to you. She just did her eyebrows and she looks snazzy. Actually, when I was taking a nap, her and Yazi got into an argument, and so I got up. 5 redder sliders. Move. Get down. I'm trying to do this chat. When I open the door to feed, they rush you. Yeah. I was just reading or watching a video about a guy. It's like weird deaths or something. Worm, you're going to have to get down if you don't stop. That had 7, it wasn't Komodos, but 7 large lizards. Got them all when they were babies, and he lived alone. I think he was an auto mechanic. He was in Afghanistan or somewhere. But anyway, when he came home, he kind of kept to himself and got into reptiles. But again, they were all lizards, and he let them have free roam of the place. So that must have been a challenge to keep cleaned up after them and all that. But at some point, after they were larger, one of them was almost 6 feet. Nobody knows for sure, but from what it looked like, he was getting their raw chicken out of the fridge, and what he fed them wasn't enough or something. But anyway, they started to bite him, and he was trying to get out, and he did make it to his door. But so the neighbor or friend or work or all the above were concerned about him and asked for police to check on him, a wellness check, and he was pretty much eaten up by the lizards. So the big ones concern me since I'm old and since I have dogs and cats. But I'm not afraid of them, especially like yesterday I did the video on the big blood python. And a lot of people are really intimidated by them. I respect them, but she had to have some urgent care. I came home and found her with a really bad shed and her skin cracked all over. And I was thinking, wow, how would that feel with chapped skin like that or chapped lips? So I got her in a tub and soaked her and picked it off. And she hissed a lot, but not at me, just at the situation. But didn't try to bite me at all. And then she ate after that, so it was the right thing. Oh, that picture again. Actually, could have done a new one, but I didn't have my camera the other day. I had 5 cats on me, and 3 were the little blue kittens, or blue cats we have right now at the Ark. But I thought about that, the other picture. All those kitties are gone and adopted. All out of there. Those fish want to be fed. And here I was sitting here eating my banana in front of them. I swear I don't see any of those little pacus. I hope they're still okay. My knife fish is missing. I just couldn't find it last night. So I don't know if it's disappeared or if it was just hiding, or usually it'll come out when it's feeding time. That pool's sitting just like it was almost a year ago. I decided not to put it up. You must have missed that communication. I'm not going to set it up. mainly because I don't think they'll be happy in it, and they've really slowed down how much they've grown the last year. If they've each grown an inch, that's really pushing it. So they've still got plenty of room in there. That's 6 by 2 by 2. Still going to ask you about every time you bring up the Pacu. You can do that. You can do that. Sometimes, I miss comments, so you can ask. I'm going to have to get up and look for those little Pacu if I don't see them soon. I got a good deal on them, but they sure weren't free. I had a choice to get them or the snowflake eel saltwater for basically the same price. And both a real good deal. He gave me a good deal on them. And I was thinking about the snowflake being in there and in the shop. He's had it a couple of months. You only see about an inch of it. Usually it's hiding in the rocks. And it hasn't ever eaten. He's never fed it. He says they can go like a year without eating, but I just thought since the Pacu had been there a couple of months and I like them and I have 2 adults, I would just go with them. And he told me I could still have the good deal on the eel later if I wanted to still do that. I mean, a real good deal. He originally had it for like $150, and then he told me I could have it for $90. Then he told me $80, and yesterday $50. So that's a third of what he really had it. He's trying to raise some money right now for some personal things. So, but I can only spend so much, I was just about to get up and check on this Pacu, but since she's still, I think I'll leave her alone. I saw that Eric was streaming right before I went live, so he probably still is. He had like 30 people in there, 42 there. If I die of hypothermia, delete my browser history. Well, there's still a few things I haven't watched in it, but I will after that. You hear the mice talking over there? Looks like the dog wants to find a way to your heart. Oh, she already has. She's just really, really needy. That's one reason I adopted her. She came from the place I volunteer, and it was her and her 2 sisters in the same litter. And she was super skinny. She's still skinny, but she was super skinny. And they weren't mean to her, but she was like the runt, kind of. I've had her maybe a year, close to that maybe. Her name is Worm, from the Worms and Men in Black. And I was going to try to change it for a while, but nothing sounds like that, and nobody cares. She was already 3, so no reason to change it. But yeah, she's a good girl. She just likes her old daddy, don't you, baby? She likes her old pop. She does. Yeah, oh yeah. She'll hold on to me if I hold her up like a baby. She'll cling on to me. Oh, okay. She didn't put her legs out when I put her down. I saw one of those little Pacu coming around. Okay. There's one of them on the other side. Can't see it for the glare. You see one of them. The other two kind of stay together. This guy's on my new logo that Susie Q is making for me. I should be getting pictures of him. Maybe I can go back and get some screenshots off of that. I do not see those pocket. Here comes one. Where are your mates at? Where are your buddies at? There's one of the little discus. They're still both in there. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Don't see them. These guys want to eat, that's for sure. Water sports. There they are. There's the other two. They're real sociable. Come here, buddies. Come here. Here they come. There they go. So they're all in there. Need to feed them. See if I can get Wi-Fi back here in the reptile room. Don't know if any of these guys are even up. Oh wait, here's the girl that I had to give the bath last night. Hey, sweet. No, no one's up and out yet. It's still too early. Worm, how about staying down a bit? Chameleon's up. She's staring at the agama lizards. Let's see if anybody said anything. Hey, GRB. Keyhole cichlids are cool. They are cool. You saw a shooting star? Well, that's pretty cool. I haven't been out at night lately to really be looking at them. There's somebody that's awake. Hey, Nala, how are you? Nala. Nala's basically deaf, so I don't see my little tripod. I never can find it. So I've been on here 30 minutes, it looks like. Let's see. Just on the up chance that there's somebody on here that hasn't seen the reptiles. She's getting a nice and here's the Brazilian rainbow, obviously about to go into a shed, looking like she's got a translucent paint on her, and I need to fill her water bowl. And there's my sweetheart right there. Yep, here she comes. She loves to be out and she loves to be held. Come on, let's get you out. Let's get you out. Just proper open here, and she'll come out. Ooh. Yep. Yep. Come on up. When I visited a reptile shop, I noticed bearded dragons tended to react most to my emotions, it seemed. They're pretty personable and intuitive, I think. I don't have bearded dragons, but I have two agama lizards, which are their cousins, and they look a lot like them. They're a little smaller. You may know what they are, but they're not out right now. They're either under the sand or back there in the wood and rocks. They'll come out though soon. But they're very, even though they're wild, they're very tame. So they're pretty cool. Where are you at, Kaka? Papa say worm. Yeah, you know it. She's right there. Hey, trash cat. Saints Dust. Hey, Dusty. Working and listening. Dusty's the fish and reptile expert. Hey, Marty. I'm kind of quiet. I'm just reading the chat, so there's not a lot to hear. The reptile room's kind of just waking up. Starting to, anyway. She's licking her foot. She's going to get her nails did pretty soon. They look like dragon talons. Look at that. Look at that. I bet it's been 2 months. Princess needs her. Yeah. Princess is a good girl. She's got some long nails, though. She does need them. They all need them. Well, Orchid, the snake, didn't come out yet. She's thinking about it, though. I believe. I hope. She's cool to hang out with. She gives great neck massages. Princess, you want to come up so people can see you? Come on. There she is. There's Prinny. Look at her. I hope you're doing okay, Dusty. She's a baby. She's got to go. Well, I'm at the vet tomorrow. I'll probably go ahead and make her an appointment for next Monday. I'm off to take her and get her annual heartworm check. She had heartworms really bad when I got her, like a year and a half ago, and she takes the Pro Heart injection that lasts a year, I think. But she came up on my calendar today that she's got to go the 2nd. So we got to get her in. The heartworms went away, but she's got to stay on maintenance. You got a dirty face. They are sweet girls, except when Worm and Yazzie get into it. And that's usually a jealousy thing. Prentice doesn't put up with a lot. Do you think Pam would go to the vet if we made an appointment for her? She probably wouldn't. She probably wouldn't. Yeah, Printy's, she's 11 now, I guess, or 11 and a half. Hey, George. Hope you're doing well. Sam says it's in the 40s out there. She sees the chameleon up there, so she's kind of alerted. Wife wasn't feeling well today, but it's been a day at a time, so you know. Yeah. Yeah. It really is. Everyone's sick. Oh no. Yeah, you're more north than him. I thought about that. Heartworm check. Yeah. I don't think she's been keeping up her heartworm prevention either. But yeah, Printy came from a home that supposedly, I didn't take her in, but there was a lot of drama. The volunteer that took her said, and a divorce going on and fighting, and there were two of them actually. There was a male like her, and when they brought them in, the husband said he didn't know what happened to the male, that it run off, he thought. So I thought that was kind of sad. But she's a good girl. She's my Printy. So she's not used to this, and it's taken her a long time to be able to trust and to accept affection and love. Yeah, she's a good girl. She knows tricks. She knows how to, let's see, she knows how to spin. Look at her eyes. She knows how to speak. Yeah. And that's it. That's her routine. She can do that. You don't have to do your tricks. I was just telling them. I couldn't do what you do, Bob, and hear all these sad stories. Oh my God, I went to the doctor yesterday. I'm off Mondays and Wednesdays, and at the ARC the other days. But anyway, yep, you ain't kidding, Trash Cat. But anyway, the lady there, like the med tech, she's not a nurse, but I've known her for a while, but it was for the pain management doctor. And I got them to let me start coming every 6 weeks instead of once a month, since I never take all of my medicine up, and there's no reason. So anyway, oh, and also, that was last week, but then this week I had to go back again for the Botox procedure. That'll give us plenty of stuff to talk about now, Sam. But for the migraine, and so I had those on the one side of the head. But when she was getting my blood pressure and stuff, before the doctor came in to do it, she had got a little deaf dog not too long ago. She was wanting to bring it to the ARC, got it from a relative, then she decided to keep it. But she said, just matter-of-factly, she said, well, my little dog's gone. I said, what happened? She said, I let her out yesterday at 5:30 in the morning. She didn't come back. Well, it was like 40 degrees. And the dog is deaf. And she said, I'm afraid a coyote got her. And I thought, what is wrong with people around here? It's just a cultural thing. They think a dog should be fine outside with no, not to mention lots of stray animals. I mean, just lots of stray dogs and stuff. So I said, well, I hope she comes back. The migraines. And you see now, Worm said, I'm glad she's gone, that old heifer. You weren't up here. You were sleeping down in the seat. You were laying down there. But you guys see what I mean? I'm trying to, like, cut the umbilical cord a little bit because she has to be. Ignorance, they don't know what the word domesticated means. We get people all the time that come by to see if somebody's turned in their blind dog that's 15. I'm like, what the, you know? Hey, Dr. Black. I didn't ever see Pam, so I went ahead and started about a quarter after. You're welcome to come up if you'd like the link. I'm not going to stay on here much longer. I said I would come on and ramble about an hour, and it seems like I've rambled 2 hours. Huawei. Worm's a co-host. 41 minutes. Yeah, I have things to do. Plus, I have to get in bed early to get up to take Yazi for his vet appointment, his eye appointment. She can't make her mind up if she wants to come out, that snake. She's like standing stretched up like 2/3 the side of the glass and just kind of thinking about it. It's in a way because the animals, most of them have health issues when they surrender them, and most of them haven't been taken care of for a long time. I've never seen the movie. If I did, I've forgotten it, but I did look up the worms in there. There she comes, talking about the snake orchid. I don't know if you guys can see her. She's just coming out the corner of her tank there. Girl, you better get on over here. I'll have to go over there and get her, but she's getting so big. Her and Wormer buddies, they have a truce. I was sitting here yesterday morning at 4 in the morning. She wanted to come out, and so I sat with her for like 30 or 45 minutes, held her over here. She's one of those snakes that needs attention. I'll let her get on out a little bit more and then go get her. She's wagging her tail. She's got a real strong prehensile tail, and she's always hangs on. She's never quite ready to come out if that tail can still grab something. Oh. Hey, Sarah. Good to see you too. The name fits her. She is doing a good job, isn't she? She's turning her back to the camera and all that. Yeah, how is Amy? I guess you just took her out a while ago. Oh, so you get that jealous too, huh? Yeah, and from a dog, it's a real thing. A real thing. I'm not kidding. I was literally not napping, but I was talking to my sister a little bit too in messages. When I'm talking to her, it's like she might text back in 30 minutes and then 15 minutes. And so I was just talking to her, slow motion, and they got in a fight. They got jealous. One on each side of my head, so I had to come up from there. She's almost out for it. Oh, she's going back in. Maybe she's changed her mind. And Worm's standing on my belly. That's what she's standing on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. People want to ask you. They want to ask you things. Show them your nails. She doesn't like them trimmed. Isn't that a mess? Blackie, how's Sarah doing with you and Sarah with getting things ready for this expo that's coming up? I'm still seeing lots of promotion for it. Magua. What's wrong, Worm? What's wrong? What are you doing? Come out. She's half in and half out. And seems happy. So we'll leave her be. Yeah. Worm is, but she's not aggressive, see, but Yazzie's bitterly jealous of her over me. Yazzie's no good, is he? He must not be in here. I don't see him. See a kitty. Oh no. About her dog. Dang. Well, I hope her son will be okay. He's young and probably very healthy, so. And the one suspended from school. I don't know what it takes to get suspended these days. Back in my day, you could just say a cuss word or spit or be caught smoking or any little old thing. What's the issue with the dog, did she say? That dog seems very calm and quiet and affectionate. Oh, not supposed to be inside. Talked to a lady today that had a cat that was a stray and she wanted to surrender it to us, but I explained to her that we just don't have the money to be vetting cats, and she doesn't either. And it's an apartment, so it's staying outside, but she put it a box out that it goes in when it's cold like tonight. And I talked to her about how to refine that a little bit. People tend to want to put blankets or towels or something. It was buffering for me too. Good back here, even though I've got a Wi-Fi booster. I should be back now. Am I not back? I had to get Worm off my arm so I could push reconnect. But yeah, it's usually good back here, but every now and then it will do that. Not even. I don't know what the deal is. Let me see. There she is. Doing? What you doing, beautiful? Huh? What you doing? Of course, I know that she can't hear me, but look at that. Oh boy. Yeah, she loves a good back rub, don't you? Yep. Look at that. Look at her. Yeah. Look at that. Hmm. She sure is a sweet snake. Probably the sweetest one I have, so she gets most of the attention. It's a fish aquarium thermometer, nut bowl, razor blades, all kinds of stuff that snakes probably shouldn't be around. Let's see if I can get her off there with just the one hand. I may have to lay the camera down. Yeah, I'm going to be right back. Right back. Come here, girl. Come on. Yeah, you grab hold with that tail. She grabs a hold with that tail. All is well. That's just the little clip I had up there to keep it open. Here she is. Yeah. Had to push her back the other way. Hey, Coral, welcome back. Hey, Rick. Kitchen walk. Whoop, 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 whoop. She's sleeping. She's sleeping. You feel so cold. Coral, you've never been on our live stream. We need to get you on Tennessee Fish Mafia. And Rick, we need to get you back on either one. Reptiles, Tennessee Fish Mafia. I'm always trying to coerce somebody. Always. Oh yeah, I forgot you had an issue with your knee. How is it doing? I know, that's why I'm always saying Coral knows things. Because he does. I caught one of his live streams the other day. I was doing just a random, I think I was at the Ark maybe. And yeah, because you were saying he was going to go. And I said, well, I'm getting off here because I didn't want to go over. And was able to listen and watch some of it. Good. So much better. Haven't seen him as bugs. I really did. There she is. Look at that face. Look at that. Yeah, he really does have cool bugs. And I bet he's got something new since last time we saw him. Ooh, you are cold. She's really not, but I'm, like, well, I never get above 98. I'm like 97.6. But still, she must be like 78 or 80. There she goes. She's starting that massaging. She's a butter pastel, or also known as a lesser pastel. I am morphing into a mountain man. That's cool. How did the rest of the shed go? you know, I did the second video with doing the soap and peeling it off, and she hissed quite a bit, but I think just it being in the water in the situation, she didn't try to strike me. And I watched the video, and there were a couple of times that I really put my arm and hand in a bad situation, but she ignored them. That big party. Mountain man is code word for growing his beard out and putting a couple of pounds up. Well, I must be a mountain man already. Where'd you go? She probably went over there to see if Worm was over there. She went over and came right back. Is it? But guys, see how she is, how friendly she is. And of course, I know a lot of people have snakes that are like this. It's not like unique, but people don't, in general, don't think about reptiles liking to hang out with you. She'd be great to watch a movie. She's watching the screen now. For real, though. Yeah, probably the heat. She's got all those heat sensor things on her upper lip there. Yep, she's definitely watching it. And a happy or not scared snake is usually doing random tongue flicking. She gives snakes a good name. She really does. I'm always proud to hang out with her. Hey, Ian. How are you doing? Good to see you. See that? She followed the camera. She followed the phone, looked down at it. Sam, that's looked like a good one. Let me scroll back up. Sam could use some lessons on that tongue game. Yeah. Oh, I got up there real close and she liked it. Liked that, huh? Had to use my other hand to scroll back. YouTube took your bail off. What do you mean YouTube took your bail off? I haven't heard anything about that, guys. What does that mean? So that's why I don't get notifications? Right. But what's the purpose of that? Here, let's shift around here so I can hold you with just that one. Are snakes hissing or just whistling? Oh, she was definitely hissing last night. Hit squads out to take the bells off of Santa's hats. She's looking around for that phone, I think. It's over here. It's over here. She's staring me down now. The angle makes it look like she's looking over there, but she's looking at me. You're a good girl, I'll tell you that. I wish she would have some babies, lay some eggs. There's your phone right there. See it? She found it. 22 degrees here. You're in, don't tell me, North Carolina. No, you're not. Are you in Oregon? Can't remember. Get notifications on iPad, but nothing else. It's like, I don't know, 28 or 29 here. She's looking at Worm. And Worm don't even care. Hey, there's your buddy. Here's your buddy, Worm. Yeah. She won't bother you, will she? Nope. Worm said, I don't even care. Wake me up for something important. Washington, yeah. Spokane. You're up in the mountains, kinda. And back to the phone. Southern Canada, yeah. Oh, they get along fine. She's even crawled on Worm before, but Worm didn't really care for it, so she doesn't bother anymore. She just ignores her. Yeah, you see the pretty snake? I think she just likes the phone screen. A pretty snake. It's getting big. Yeah, big old girl. I was just saying I hope she would have some babies, lay some eggs. She has mated with her boyfriend many times. They've locked up, but she's in charge of all of that. You know a lot. Didn't you just ask me that? I think you're just messing with me. What, Shad? Snowstorms. Sandy, wow. I did answer. I did. I said that I may have stopped myself after trailed off. But yeah, I got the rest of it off. I got her in the sun and then put her in. And I also might have had it just a little deep because you're supposed to let them be able to touch the bottom. And most of her was floating, so I don't think she liked that. But yeah, after I let her soak with the lid on the tub, of course, I came back and started picking off the stuff and did a video with it. And I got probably 95% of it off. She of course, wasn't having me touching her face, but she got the rest of it off. So it went well, and picked her up and put her back in her tank. And then I gave her a mouse. She hadn't eaten for 3, maybe 4 weeks going into this shed, and she ate the mouse. Was just about to take it out, and then I heard a crash, and that was it. A giant sled. We'll have to watch us a movie on here, Orchid. Something about snakes, or like a nature special. Oh, she's sleepy. She is sleepy. See that girl yawning? Did y'all see her yawn? We have rain. It was adorable. She is cute, isn't she? Like 9% chance of rain for Friday, and last time I looked, 75% for Saturday, but our town Christmas parade is scheduled for Saturday, um, and the ark is entered, and so I hope we don't get rained out. If we do, they'll schedule it for the next week. They've had to do the times, so we will see. I've been on here over an hour, so I think it's time to shut it down here. She's going to sleep. That's what she's doing. My Reef Club is having a coral swap and dinner in December. Oh, that'll be cool. Nice. I don't belong to any saltwater things at all. Just being a newbie, comfortable. I could definitely use some of the knowledge. Oh, did you, Huawei? Cool. Thank you. Mm-mm. What causes? Well, it can be of what they eat, of course, but they can also like need some probiotics or something. Have you ever used, in the little packs? We keep it at the Ark. You can buy it. You don't have to. The vets sell it, but I think you can get it other places. Um, Crap. They come in little packs, like little sweetener packs, and you sprinkle it on their food. It really is an appetite stimulant too. I can't think of the name of it. Make it for uh, standing. Actually, order from the vet. We don't see worms or any cause. There's not blood in it. To give them some probiotics and see if it helps. If it doesn't in a couple of days, then she wants to see him. Is eating good and getting bolder. Tomini. The Tomini, is that a flame fin? What's commonly known as a flame fin? If so, I have one of those. And she does an awesome job with the algae in 25. Mello came in and she looked down at him. You don't miss anything, do you? Do this so I can scroll. That's better than looking at me. Got a tang rig. I didn't catch that. I just saw you say goodnight. All right, I think I'm caught now. Well, is it the Tomini? That's probably not the correct pronunciation, but it's the way I hear it and the way I say it. Oh, okay. Rick was just saying he has poontang. Are you back? You got some time for me now? I like it when she goes around my neck. Wasn't that sweet? Aw, telling you, she's so snell. Yeah, I've got one in the 125 in there. What, the Tomini? I've got mine in with, uh-oh, she saw the camera. Mine is maybe 4 inches. I've had it a couple of years, but it was real little when I got it. They're well fed, and I don't, unless I'm going to do like a video or something, I don't even wipe the algae off the inside of the glass because her and the foxface that are in there love the algae. And you can see thousands and thousands of little bite marks all around where they've cleaned algae off. Of course, they get it off the rocks and stuff too. The squirrelfish doesn't do that. That squirrelfish is a meat eater. What a sweet, sweet girl. Doesn't want down. Perfectly happy. Of course, I know a lot of it is the warmth, but not all of it. I think she really enjoys getting out. I don't, and I've never had archer fish. I was tempted to get them. Dan has those that are freshwater, but I have not bought any fish except for these pacu, the new little pacus, in a long time. Maybe close to a year. Are they brackish or are they fresh? No, I'm not falling asleep. I've got a couple hours of things to do, mostly in here. But I am going to get off here for sure in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. I can, yeah. My eyes are closed right now. Yeah, I am tired. I haven't slept a lot in the last several nights. But you know, I still got to get up and go to the art. You had to do old people things. Oh, for old people. Oh, oh. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's put you up. You don't feel nearly as cold as you did. No, you don't. Come on. Stay around here. Come on. You can see all the algae on the plexiglass. Little flame fins right there if it'll come back out. I gotta feed them too. Ocella. Yeah, that squirrel fish is getting pretty big. Look drunk in your driver's license picture. I never thought about that. Had to get back away from there because I spooked him when I came in. I've still got saltwater mollies in there. But unless I'm feeding, they pretty much stay up in those plastic plants. Because the squirrel fish has been known to eat a fish or two out of there. It ate all of my crap. Yeah, all of some kind of fishes. The squirrel fish doesn't really bother the foxface, but look at the waves it looks like of the algae. That's where they pick between it. But anyway, when the squirrel fish gets too near the foxface, or he doesn't want to be bothered there, he didn't do it. He raises his spines up, his dorsal spines. And as you know, those have a toxin or a venom, I can't remember which, in them. So you don't want to get stuck with them. And he seems to know that because he flashes them. Venom, thanks, Ian. want to eat. That's what you want. He's right at 6 inches, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, maybe 6 1/4. Think about a dollar bill swimming across there. He's definitely that big. And I guess he's right under 6. Very close to the same size. Watching the other tank over there. Yeah. And he's gotten a little bit skinny. I mean, he's got a good belly on him, but if you say so, Huawei. How often are you feeding Nori? What is that? A trash cat, family friendly. Oh, seaweed. I feed a food that has some in it, and I don't see it sitting up there. And I also feed spirulina. Yeah, I've got a flake food, a good flake food that has some in it, and I haven't put any. I have some of the sheets of seaweed. See him doing this. Above statistical average. But maybe I should start. I've got clips and all that, and I used to clip the seaweed and put it in there. I probably should start doing that again. That's a good reminder. He's not skinny, but I like him, but I don't like seeing the bones in him. He could stand to be a little thicker. Oh, Mama C scared him. Where you at, Mama? Mama. Where'd you go? Come back. Mama. Mama's my feral cat. See her ears cut off there. She was in a feral colony at one time in another life, weren't you, girl? The only person that ever fired me was British. Andrew. Oh, is that? Feed it daily till it gets the weight back up. I'll do that, Ian. Thank you. And I know right where my seaweed is and my clips. Okay. Never makes it anyway. I'm not a fan of plastic plants. in salt water, but who's on there today harassing you? See there? But everything I put in here, they eat it. No way, Jose. Oh, she found the phone again. As soon as I turn the screen away, she looks away. She's a good little girl. I don't know why I did it that way. Yep, it's a snake. Getting a cut, demotion. It's another pretty girl. She's not as tame yet. She's pretty. I like the screen too, huh? As soon as I turned that away, she turned away. Now she's coming back to it. While everyone worked day shift today. Probably gonna fall asleep in this one. Not unless you go to sleep in 3 minutes. Now I'm in a smock and hairnets. How many jobs do you have, Coral? Or is this cosplay? Cosplay. Okay. She's such a good girl. But don't get too close to her head. And show them. See there? She said, no, go back. She said, go back the other way, under the street light. All right, it has been an hour and a half, guys. I'm gonna get up and get busy. I'm gonna have some chili first. It's good chili eating weather. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Sorry I'm so quiet, but I am tired. Not a cosplay. PPE. I work with fiber optics and lasers, Bob. Oh, that's way out of my pay grade. I don't even know what PPE is. PPE. Well, everybody else knows, I guess. Y'all don't have to fill me in. Yes, I do? Okay. I'll take your word for it. Personal protective equipment. Oh, okay. Yeah. I haven't heard that in a long, long time. And I used to be on the safety committee at one hospital for like 10 years. Did the OSHA stuff. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. When HIV first came out in the 80s, nobody, of course, knew or understood, or so we had to gown up, put the booties on, the mask, the hairnet, the gowns, everything, which absolutely did nothing. Was exhausting. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I keep saying I'm getting out of here, and then I get sleepy and don't get out. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Appreciate y'all, and thanks for the advice. And I will see you in another stream, sure. I'm sure soon. Good night. And thank all of you all. And thanks for the, love you too. Thanks for the links. And I'm going to check out the clip. Good night. I put